What's up, you guys? I'm Jasper and this is JJ Vids. Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we're going to be taking the Lexus IS300 Sportcross up to San Francisco on a little bit of a road trip. So I'm going to bring you guys along me on this trip, so stay tuned. Just filled up at the gas station and now we're pretty much ready to make it all the way up to the bay and hopefully one tank. So pretty much the gas situation on this car, I'm getting about 20 to 23 MPG on the highway. With about a 17-gallon gas tank, you're looking at about 320, 330 miles. So we're at zero right now. We're going to see how far we can make it with one gas tank in a 2002 Lexus IS300. First stop we're making is here at Raising Cane's, because that's a necessity for any long road trip, and got a nice box combo with some extra bread, butter on both sides. Very important that you get that, but now we're going to roll on out. So we're out here in Paso Robles, which is about 202 miles away from San Francisco, and you know, it's a beautiful day. I can't complain. But just a little overview on how the car's doing. I mean, we have a little bit over half a tank, 166 miles, which is really good. A lot better than I normally do. It's because we're doing highway miles right here, but at this rate, I think we're definitely going to be able to make it to San Francisco in one tank. I mean, you can see it, the gas gauge over there says that we are getting like anywhere from 20 to 35 MPG, and that's pretty good. So we're just going to keep it rolling. And another thing I actually wanted to mention to you guys, and this goes for IS300 owners, whether or not it's a sedan or a wagon. For this car, being a 5-speed manual with the W55 transmission that comes in the regular IS300 sedans, I'm cruising at, 76 miles an hour at 3,200 or 3,300 RPMs, and that's pretty good, because a lot of these manual swaps that people do, they do different differentials and different gearings in the transmissions. Usually this RPMs is revving a lot higher at this speed, so the fact that the RPM is this low, it's pretty nice, because we're definitely achieving better gas mileage with that. So that's pretty much where we're at right now. We're just going to keep on trucking up to San Francisco and just going to see what happens. just about to hit 300 miles on this gas tank right here. And the gas light hasn't even come on yet. And a matter of fact, from what it looks like, we probably got another like 50, 70 miles left in this tank, which is a lot better than I was expecting. So we're going to be about an hour away from the gas station, and we're going to fill up, and we're going to see what our average MPG was. It's a TL Type S. Alright, we are here at Costco Gas, and we were completely empty, but we made it 338 miles, which is really good. That's better than I thought we were going to get. And we're filling up right now, so once we get the exact amount of gas we're going to put in, I'm going to crunch the numbers and see what our MPG was. So it was 16.4 gallons. The exact same amount of gas I put in the first time, so let's see what that MPG is. All right, so to crunch these numbers, we're just going to take the mileage that we drove from our last fill up, 338.5, and we're just going to divide that by the amount of gallons we filled up. That was 16.4, and that's 20.6 miles to the gallon. That's really not that bad. So that's the gas mileage you're going to get on a Lexus IS300 manual transmission. All right, you guys, so we're back out here next morning after a good night's rest, and we're just taking a look at the IS300 on the exterior after the little road trip, and we can definitely tell that we accumulated a lot of bug splats on the road trip, but that's to be expected because it was a really nice day yesterday. But if we take a look at the hood, it's actually pretty clean for, you know, how long we drove, being basically 400 miles, but we're starting to tell that we're getting a little bit of a fading in the clear coat right here, and that might be the ceramic coating fading out on this car, because I've honestly been a little bit lazy of doing full details on this car for the past couple months. So if you guys would have saw in a previous video, I actually did a ceramic coat on the hood and the roof when we did a full detail on this car, and I think we're going to be doing the exact same thing in a vlog near you guys in the near future. But the part that I was really impressed with this car on this road trip was definitely the gas mileage, because I actually did a cross-country road trip maybe 8-9 months ago, and I averaged anywhere from 20 to 23 MPG on that road trip, you know, cruising at 80 miles an hour the whole way. And I think that gas mileage was a little bit better than this trip because I was rocking a little bit thinner tires, all-season tires from Goodyear, and the tires that we're rocking on this car is the Falcon Azenas summer tires, and as you can see, it's a really aggressive grip, really soft grip, and they're wider tires, being a 245 all the way around on this car, and my previous tires were only 225 in width. So that's the reason why we're getting less gas mileage on this trip, being 20 miles to the gallon as opposed to 23 on the last trip. But overall, it handled really smooth, and it was a really comfortable ride all the way up. But with that being said, I think that's a good place to leave off today's video, because we were able to do a lot of sightseeing on, you know, many different spots of California. But next video, we're going to be taking this car out to San Francisco to do some sightseeing. So I hope to see you guys with me there, and I'll see you guys next video. Cheers.